Plaintiff Kaylee Gilbert met the defendant while caring for his daughter at a daycare facility. Kaylee claims the defendant continuously flirted with her, and they regrettably had a drunken one-night stand. But she's suing him today for a refund on a car. Defendant Michael Keaton says Kaylee has been obsessed with him since the day they met. And after their one-night stand, Kaylee lied and said she was pregnant with his baby. Michael denies owing Kaylee for anything.
Start with you.
I met Mike back in January of 2018 when I started becoming a daycare teacher at his daughter's daycare. We did become friends from there. I did offer to babysit him one day, and he offered to pay me.
Babysit him?
No, babysit his daughter. I'm sorry, sir. I offered to babysit his daughter for him when he did offer to pay me in sex.
Pay you in sex?
Yeah.
Whoa, no.
And I told him I wanted to keep it professional. And then he said he was just joking, but that didn't stop him from continuously flirting with me at work.
What was he doing?
Just
continuously flirting.
He would
with
stay
you.
after longer than most of the parents after work. He would sit there and tell me of his problems with his baby mama and like different things. And I mean, I considered him a friend, but
well, then that's what friends do. They stay after work and seek comfort from their friends with their problems. So how's that hitting on you? That sounds like
I did have a boyfriend at the time, and my boyfriend was uncomfortable with it, and I told him that.
And what did he do?
He didn't really back off. Like, he was still my friend. I mean, he still tried to be my friend and stuff. He would still hang around. I had to block him on Facebook because my boyfriend didn't like it. We later connected in March of 2019.
And how did things go then when you're connected?
We honestly did have a drunken night. I do regret it. Things happened. It was a really big mistake, actually.
Okay. So when you got drunk, you desired to have sex with him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After all this talk, he just kept bothering me. He bothered me so much I had to block him on Facebook. But I had sex with him. Voluntarily. All right, so you give me some background on your association with the plaintiff.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'd like to start by saying she's crazy, and this whole situation is crazy. She's been obsessed with me ever since I met her at the daycare. She did make some advances trying to get to watch my daughter outside the daycare.
Like what?
She said, if you ever need a sitter sometime, but I find out that's kind of how the daycare rolls. That's how the women get to the men through the daycare, through having the kids there and whatnot. But
hold on.
So she came on to me.
You found out the women...
The women that work there tried to babysit the kids on the outside. So they can get to the fathers. So they can, yes. Exactly.
Your Honor, that's not true.
I mean, the boss at that daycare...
Y'all so full of yourself. You got a man behind you nodding his... Women coming there hoping no man is in there to harass them.
So she's been obsessed with me ever since I met her at the daycare.
My wife operated 5 preschools, started with 1, built 5, and she didn't go into that business to find a man.
No, I'm sorry if I came off like that. She didn't go there to find a man, but that's how they try to get with the men.
You are saying that, women. Go ahead.
So she's been obsessed with me ever since we met.
Wife operated 5 preschools, started with 1, built 5, and she didn't go into that business to find a man.
No, I'm sorry if I came off like that. She didn't go there to find a man, but that's how they try to get with the men.
You are saying that, women.
Plaintiff Kaylee Gilbert says she and the defendant had a one-night stand. And the defendant claims after they had sex, Kaylee lied and said she was pregnant with his baby.
Did she ever tell you to back up because of her boyfriend?
No, I never heard anything about a boyfriend, but she's been obsessed with me ever since. She tried to hang out with me. I never paid no mind to her comments. She would tell the other employees. Then me and my girlfriend here had a child. Then we were going through some things. We took a break. And yes, I did end up sleeping with her. Obviously, it was a mistake. And now she's claiming that she's pregnant. She has my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend, all on messaging, saying that she's pregnant.
Is that true?
She's pregnant.
I never claimed I was pregnant, sir.
And you're not pregnant by him?
No, sir.
You have any of that? You said...
Now I know the truth, I guess. I don't know. I had a pregnancy test here. I was hoping maybe we could take care of that. But, I mean, if she's admitting that she don't have a baby, I mean, that answers the question. I mean...
He sure heard heard it from
messages
somewhere,
there.
man. He heard it from
I
somewhere.
did not tell him I was pregnant. But I also, Your Honor, I was also the 4th teacher he tried to hit on at the daycare. He was talking to a teacher previously there to me. He was talking to my lead teacher and then my other teacher.
Now that sounds more likely that the men come there to try to
Yes,
scoop
sir,
up
and he
either the
was a
women
single
workers
father.
or the women who are picking up their children. Now that sounds more like it.
I mean,
There's not
it
many
could sound
men
like
to
it.
come pick up at the daycare. Let's talk
And
about the
I
car
did-
you're suing him
sorry.
for.
Yes, Your Honor. I contacted him in March about needing a car, and I said I didn't want to bother him. I was asking about a car. I saw he had one for sale on Facebook. He told me I never bother him, and I can message him anytime. But he does have some for sale, and he tried to sell me a 2005 Hyundai Tiburon. I gave him an $800 down payment for that, which he told me was refundable. I have messages here to prove it.
Okay. What happened to the car?
The car disappeared from my driveway after I gave him the $800 down payment.
How long after?
It was about 3 weeks.
You were driving it for 3 weeks?
Yes, sir. And I parked it in my driveway on Friday at 11:30 p.m. And then by 5:30 a.m. the next day on Saturday morning, it was gone.
And obviously you believe or have come to find that he did it?
Yes,
He
so
took
I
it?
have messages proving that he has the stuff in the
Why did he
car.
say he took it?
He never really gave me an answer, Your Honor.
Okay, let's get an
didn't
answer.
say why he
Did you take the car, and if so, why? Because she still doesn't know why. Go ahead.
Yes, I did take the car back, Your Honor.
Tell her why.
Because
she doesn't know.
She stated to me she did not want the vehicle anymore. She wanted her money back. I explained to her that's not how it works. When you put down a down payment and have an agreement to pay monthly payments, I mean, you don't go to a dealership, put down a down payment, and expect
And this is
to be
the
able to
first
return
time
the
you're
car.
hearing this?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so you did know why he took the car.
No, Your Honor. I don't know why he took it because I have an agreement.
Okay,
right
so
here
he's never
between
told
us.
you any of that, what he just said?
No, Your Honor.
This is the first time you heard
Yes,
that?
Your Honor.
How does he owe the $800 for a refund?
I gave him $800 for the down payment on a Tiburon.
When was the balance due?
I gave it to him on 6/13. I gave him $200, and then on 4/15, I gave him $600, and it totaled to $800.
When was the balance due?
He never told me a date on when I had to make my payments.
Okay.
Oh, so did you intend to make them?
Yes, sir.
When?
I was gonna make it a month after I gave him the down payment on the 13th.
Okay, and he didn't know.
He didn't know.
Did you know how much you were going to give him?
300.
And he didn't know that either.
Yes, sir. He did know that. That was the
He
agreement.
did know?
He knew that the agreement was $300 a month for the down
You
payment.
just told me there wasn't a specific time.
There
and then
was
at
not.
the end of your sentence,
Excuse
monthly,
me?
300.
I was supposed to give him $300 a month until the end of the year after my $800
See
down
how
payment.
specific it is? And you told me there was nothing specific, man.
$2,500.
You told me there was nothing specific.
that's wrong,
Let me
too.
hear
I
from
did
you,
not
sir.
realize
Why
that
does
was
she want a
specific.
refund?
I mean, everything she's saying is just way off.
Well, it's
we
certainly
agreed
not-
a monthly payment
sorry.
starting on the 1st of every month.
We did not
You know,
agree on
that way it's on a
every-
schedule.
Quiet, ma'am.
And then also, the agreement was $3,000 total. She was going to pay for the car, so it should have been about 10 months. She tried to back out of it, and the reason why she tried to back out is supposedly because of insurance is going to be too high. Like I
She
said,
told you that? She said, I'm not going to pay you the rest of your money because insurance is too high.
she said, I want the money back and give you the car back because the insurance is too high. There's some other things in here I can tell you about, but let me touch on, if I can, the whole obsession and
No,
you know.
no, we want to talk about the car now. I know everybody wants you. All the women want you. Oh, you desirable man. Congratulations.
I mean, you're right. So I did tell her, you can test drive the car for a night or two, and then when you figure out the insurance on Monday, then get back to me. If there's going to be an issue, I will give you the $800 back. And then it turns around, like she said, 3 weeks later, and she's asking for her money back. First, she starts out with the insurance because that was her first reasoning. Then she comes and says that there's a noise coming from the engine. There's a noise coming from the tire. Let me touch on, if I can, the whole obsession and,
No,
you know.
no, we want to talk about the car now. I know everybody wants you. All the women want you. Oh, you desirable man. Congratulations.
Plaintiff Kaylee Gilbert says she and the defendant had a one-night stand. And the defendant claims after they had sex, Kaylee lied and said she was pregnant with his baby.
So what did you say to her about helping? Did you agree to help or repair?
I did, sir. I agreed to help her fix the car so she wouldn't obviously have to pay out of pocket. I told her, take it to a shop and find out what the exact problem is, because I didn't know if it was a tie rod, ball joint,
And
wheel
did she?
bearing. She tried to give me an excuse and say that it's
Did
going
she
to
take
cost
it
her
to a
money.
shop?
No, she did not.
Yes, Your Honor, I did. That was a lie. I did take it to a shop, and I told him. They told me the tie rod was on. There was a right coiling hanging down, and it was guzzling oil. He did agree to give me the down payment, no matter. There's not a specific how many
Yes,
days.
see it, please.
Yes,
That's
Your
what you have there. Where
There's
he-
not a specific 2 days. He said it's obviously just a down payment.
It's
if
just
you
a
don't
down
get-
payment. Obviously, you didn't want. If you didn't want the car, then I'd give you money back to get the car back. It's not like you're paying once and done. So you told her you give her money back.
I told her right here that I would not give her her money back.
Here, you said you would.
What date is that? That was in the beginning, right? Because she said,
Yeah,
I'm going to
April
need to
13.
She said, I'm going to need to return and get my money back. I said, it's been over 2 weeks now. Thought you said you would decide the first couple of days, and now you want to change your mind.
I never agreed.
She said,
to
insurance
making
just
up
got
the
back to me.
mess.
That was 3 weeks later. She was supposed to find out the insurance on the following Monday from the down
Did the
payment.
insurance have anything to do with it, ma'am?
I was trying to be polite, to be honest, Your Honor.
I don't know what you mean by that. Polite.
I didn't want to accuse him of being like a con artist and telling me that there was only one thing wrong
So
with
you
the car.
told him instead you wanted to get your money back because of insurance
Yes,
rates.
Your Honor. I was just
You
trying-
lied.
She lies. That's what
Like
she
your
does. She's been
like
doing
all
this
your
whole time.
contradictory
Right.
answers
Sorry.
have been to me today.
There
Were
was-
those lies? Because you lied about this transaction.
The
And I can't
untrans-
reinforce your lie to him about this
Sorry, Your Honor,
transaction.
but
So
there
your
was-
claim is dismissed. I'm sorry. Don't lie about contracts. If you
I
lie to a
wasn't
person
lying
about a
to him,
contract,
Your
I
Honor.
can't
And we never
enforce
got- Is
a
there
lie. Have a good day. You
Your
lied
Honor, I'm sorry, I
about the
didn't lie.
transaction.
I
You
didn't
just
lie.
admitted you did. Have a
No,
good day,
I
ma'am. Your claim is dismissed.
The whole pregnancy thing is crazy. I mean, you said you were pregnant. You got my girlfriend involved.
I did not
texted
tell
my
you I was
ex-girlfriend,
pregnant.
And now all of a
I
sudden
told
you're
you
not
I was
pregnant.
taking a
I have
test.
the
Said
messages.
you
She
missed your
has the
period.
messages.
I told you I was taking
Yes,
a test
and you never got
because
back
I thought
to me.
I was.
You never
and
got
it's
back
not
to
your
me,
business.
and you said we were harassing you to find
You
out the
was.
answer.
She was in my
No,
message.
that's
You
not
need to
harassment
stop
when we're trying
because
to
you're
find
not
an
a part
answer.
of this. He was
We
stopped
just wanna know
talking
the
to
answer.
you.
Clearly, I am a part of it because
Yes,
So-
you involved her and my
Yeah.
ex-girlfriend.
No, she involved herself by
No,
messaging
you
me.
messaged
Right.
her
I'm
about the
gonna
whole
go.
pregnancy.
Have a good day.